Would you call yourself addicted to any substances?
Bro, no, I'm not addicted to weed, bro. I just smoke when I'm bored. Because there's nothing else to do. Is that a crime or some shit?
You know, actually, yeah, some states across America
Bro,
actually
niggas ain't even
don't
ask you a
allow.
question. If you think weed is not addictive, you are wrong. I was gonna say you are stupid. You are dumb. I don't want to use no negative language, you know what I'm saying? But you might be a little bit, But you're wrong. Let's look up the definition of addiction. The real definition. Let's settle this once and for all. Physically and mentally dependent on a particular substance and unable to stop taking it without incurring adverse effects. Physically and mentally dependent, which is like, if you ever heard a person say, man, I can't even eat if I don't smoke, man, like for real, weed is like literally my coffee, bro, like real shit. I don't even be feeling like talking to niggas if I don't smoke. If I ain't smoking, if I ain't had my blunt yet, I can't communicate with you if I don't smoke. But it's not addicting though. I don't think I'm addicted. Unable to stop taking it without incurring adverse effects. From my understanding, that basically means that,
To my understanding, I was wrong. So basically, the incurring adverse effects are basically like the effects your body has after you stop smoking weed, which is like when you can't sleep, or when you're not hungry, maybe you feel bored or depressed or whatever it is, man. It could be more extreme for some people, or it could be less extreme. Me personally, I actually did experience the nausea and the throwing up and shit. But yeah,
a lot of people put so much in to get weed or to get that little buzz, and they're not even really getting like the effect that they used to get. It's kind of like inflation, bro. Like imagine if you going to work, right? Every time you go to work, you work 8 hours and you get $100. I don't know what the hourly rate for that is. I'm just saying shit. One day you go in there, you get $80. Doing the same work, sacrificing the same amount of time. Instead of $100, you get paid $80. The next time you go in there, you get paid $50. But you still doing the exact same, you still making the same sacrifices, but you getting less out of it. Eventually it gets to the point where now you're going to work and you ain't getting paid shit, and you getting volunteer hours. It's the same way with weed, bro, to the point where you would be spending so much money, making so much sacrifices to get this substance, and you're not even getting the real benefits that you used to. Like a lot of people say, weed make me creative, weed make me happy, weed makes me social, weed makes me... I'm not saying that everybody that smoke weed to get creative or smoke weeds to eat or that they gotta smoke, because there are medical reasons for weed, or smoke weed for depression or whatever the case may be. I'm not saying that those people are addicted to weed just because they do that, you know what I'm saying? Because for some people, weed is medicine. It's just that most people I know, man, keep in mind I'm talking about my own personal experience, you know what I'm saying? Like obviously everybody is not gonna be just like me. This video is for people that can relate to it. Like if you can't relate to it, like I said, weed don't affect everybody in the same way. So with that being said, most of the people I know that smoke weed don't have like some type of thing they've been diagnosed with to the point where nah, I gotta smoke weed because of that. Most people I know just kind of smoked weed for the first time and they've been living a regular life up until then, and they try weed and they kind of come up with these reasons like it helped me be creative. Weed does make you more creative, you know what I'm saying? But that don't mean you need it to be creative. I feel like a lot of people they imagine addiction as like this person that's on the side of the street living in a cardboard box that's like gave his last strand of his life for some weed. That's a level of addiction, but you don't have to be at that level to be addicted, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Addiction is what I just explained to y'all. It does not take long at all to become addicted. If you enjoy an activity, it can be addictive. Like it don't gotta have nicotine in it to be addictive. Like it's literally people that think that if it don't got nicotine, you won't get addicted to it. Like it's cool. Now all addictions probably won't tear your life apart, but you can get addicted to quite literally anything, bro. Like say if you enjoy playing basketball, bro, and you play basketball so much to the point where your grades dropping, you neglecting your family and shit, but you love basketball so much, like you addicted to that shit. I probably could have came with a better example, bro. The point I'm trying to make is that it don't have to have some type of magic chemical in it for you to be addicted to it, bro. It's like you have to enjoy it. And weed, you know what I'm saying, being one of the most pleasurable pleasures on earth, it can be pretty addictive. Like it don't have to have nicotine in it or tobacco in it to be addictive, but you just have to enjoy the feeling that it gives you. It's people that's addicted to food. I'm full and I just want to keep eating. Nigga, you addicted to food. You can be addicted to anything, bro. My first time getting high was off a dab pen, and I was told weed would get me stronger than that. Little did I know that shit was like the beginning of the addiction. Cause just like I got like a really curious mindset, like a really curious, I want to find out like what's better than this type mindset. So it's like, keep in mind, it's my first time getting high. I'm like, oh my God, I'm so fucking high. This is an amazing feeling. This is like at the time, it's a once in a lifetime opportunity for me. It's a once in a lifetime feeling. I never felt this way before. This is amazing. So you can only imagine how I felt if somebody come tell me like, hey, you know, that's lit, but you know, you can if you that high, you can get higher off of that. It's already starting like that chemical reaction in my head that's making me want to like kind of chase the high in a way. And it might not be the same way for everybody, but it was like that for me, and I know it's like that for a lot of y'all watching this video. And at first, okay, you smoking it probably every day, at least every time you got a chance to, and it's working. You getting high, you get your little creative mode, you get your little fucking social time, your little relaxation, forget about your problems. It works for the first few months. You don't need a tolerance break. Once you get to the point where now it's like, damn, I'm noticing it's getting weaker and weaker. The effect is getting weaker and weaker. Now you kind of face a dilemma. Do I want to stop, take a break from this, and maybe I'll come back and it be stronger? Or I just want to keep smoking this shit and not get nothing out of it. The same example I just told you. If you know you was getting paid $100 for the same work, right? Would you keep going to work knowing that you ain't getting shit no more? Like, nigga, no. So it's like the same way. Why would you still continue to smoke weed knowing that you're not even finna get high? It's an addiction. That's the only logical answer. Picking up the blunt, picking up the cart, knowing like, man, this shit, I'm not even finna really get high off this shit. It shouldn't even get me high no more. But like, you still do it. Like, you still end up doing it because there's nothing else to do. Another way to know if you're addicted, bro, if you ever took a tolerance break, you're addicted, bro. People that's not addicted to weed don't have to take tolerance breaks. It's really people that take tolerance breaks and don't believe they're addicted. If you have to literally, this is a tolerance break, by the way, for the people that don't know, is when you smoke weed so much to the point where you don't feel it and your tolerance goes up. And then you take a break. You take a break like maybe a week or two, maybe sometimes for me it's like a day or two. It can be however long you want it to be. So that when you come back to the substance, you can get the same effect as how you was when you first felt it. You know what I'm saying? So people that's not addicted to weed don't have to take a break so the effect can come back stronger. Nigga, they get high as fuck every time they smoke. Like I said, everybody's different. There might be some people that they smoke every day and they not addicted. They just smoke for a specific reason every single day, and they just happen to have to use weed every day for that specific reason. That might be some people, but I feel like even for most people I know, most people I'm around, even if we take a tolerance break, it was like a week or 2 weeks, it's always like this big thing, like I'm gonna go 2 weeks. Some people that's not addicted, bro, they just be like, you know what, this weed isn't getting me high no more. I'm gonna just put it down and wait. You know what I'm saying? Like, it wouldn't be as much as this big thing. I know I keep going back to the job example, but it's like some people would get so used to going back to that job that even when they know they was getting paid $100, now they getting paid nothing, they would still go back just because it's a habit to keep going back and clocking in. That habit of keep going back, even though you're not getting nothing out of it. You know what I'm saying? Maybe if you leave and you leave that nigga with no employees and he see how terrible it is to have no employees, you come back and maybe he'll pay you $100 again. I know I'm going crazy with the figure of speech, you know. I hope I'm not confusing nobody. This video was all over the place, bro. I kind of just ranted this video, gave my opinion. I'm not a fucking weed doctor, bro. I don't know. I'm just telling y'all niggas what I think, bro. Truly, let me know what y'all think. Give y'all opinion. I know I got a lot of stoner viewers, so let me know what y'all think, bro. Can y'all relate to it? Can y'all not relate?